How's it going today? Today we're going to talk about the number one marijuana stock that I think that I'm picking that I already own. I believe this stock has the best opportunity and the least amount of risk. There is some risk, of course. If any stock, there are some risk. Um, basically, I could talk about the industry, then I could leave it to the end of it. Make sure you like and subscribe and everything. I could leave with the stock, but I could talk about the industry first, and then I could talk about the stock later on. I could make it real quick. Anyway, bottom line, the marijuana is getting legalized and all this, and God only knows when. And I believe this is not like anything. This is almost like a backdoor play. I feel like that's the best way to play anything like this. You don't know. Just like when crypto was big. I didn't buy crypto, but I did the blockchains and Nvidia, AMD, and all that stuff, and them stocks did very well. So essentially, it's like the old saying, in the gold rush, basically, the people that got but only a couple people got rich off the gold, but the people that really got rich were the people selling the pickaxes and the shovels. So essentially, that's what this company is. It really doesn't do anything with the sale of marijuana. Really doesn't distribute it or anything like that. Basically, and all it does is it's basically a company. I just tell you the name now. I got all that out of the way. It's Shopify. Shopify is the name of the company. Obviously, everybody knows, but I believe this is the number one marijuana play you can have. It has the best upside, and it's one of these things that doesn't really rely on marijuana, but it will boost sales and everything. So essentially, it can, think about all these people selling marijuana and stuff like that, especially in Canada where it is from now. But later on, eventually, you could legalize in the United States, and essentially, if you can buy all that, I mean, think about all the oil, the hemp, and all that stuff. So essentially, Shopify is probably the best thing because everybody's going to be selling that online. If you can buy it online, you can start a Shopify store selling all that. So essentially, and what that does is, let's say marijuana is not that popular and it's really just this, that, and it fails. Shopify will still keep going. Shopify doesn't rely on it, but everybody's going to be, if you're selling marijuana, you're going to be using Shopify stuff. So essentially, in Shopify, the way it works is, you sign up for it, you use it, you get a monthly fee, but also they take a percentage of the profit. So essentially, it's a great play. Shopify is an amazing company doing amazing things. I can leave another video talking more about it down in the descriptions and everything. Shopify is actually, I believe it can almost go 10 times from where it's at if it keeps delivering and keeps doing great things, and eventually gets profitable. I believe this stock could be almost. I'm not saying it's massive. I mean, anything that's changing retail. I mean, look at Amazon. Honestly, this almost could be maybe not the next Amazon, but it could be damn close to it. So essentially, it's sitting around 31 billion market cap, 37 billion. So essentially, it's up there. So essentially, it's getting up there. I mean, I remember when this was only about around 3 billion. So essentially, it has a really kind of it's went around a long way. So essentially, obviously, this stock can keep going up. It can keep going higher, and I believe it can even go 10 times where it's at now. So essentially, I mean, this stock, it's going to be a while for there, and it might be some ups and downs and bad economies and all that and all this, but obviously, I believe this is definitely a buy and hold. I believe everybody should really own this if you're into high growth stocks and buying and holding. This is a company you buy and hold for the next 5 or 6 years, and I guarantee I'd be, I mean, I'm not saying it. Nothing's obviously 100%, but I believe Shopify is the number one marijuana play, and really just on e-commerce too. Essentially has that. So essentially, I mean, this is almost like a kind of a backdoor, or however you want to call it, play on marijuana. But I feel like that's the best way because really nobody knows. I mean, what's the Coca-Cola for marijuana? So essentially, what is the number one brand of marijuana? Nobody knows. So essentially, and all these distributors and all that, I think that's just kind of stupid, and people are doing that, and And a lot of them companies have a higher valuation than Shopify, and I think Shopify has a way bigger opportunity. So essentially, if you think about that, I mean, Shopify has went up a lot, but it could pull back a little bit. It's ran up a lot, so essentially on an earnings report, if it slightly misses its expectations, instead of growing at 50%, that's what it's growing at, and that's what they say. But let's say it just slows down to 30, 49, it would dramatically drop the stock. I mean, it would almost probably go down 10, 20% maybe at the most. So essentially, it could get hammered. I mean, it can go well below 300. I think it's at the film this around 325 or free something like that. So essentially, you can get hammered and go below for 300. So essentially, this is, I would add now. I don't really wait on the dip. I don't really wait on the recession or whatever is going to happen. I buy some now. Then when it dips down, I go buy a little bit then. Or if it keeps going up, I believe around about every 3 months, I review one of these stocks and I'm holding on for so long. See if something happens. Wait 3 months and then wait another 3 months and just keep doing that. And eventually, I believe that you could eventually have really, really great returns. So essentially, I mean, this stock can keep going up. That's why I believe it's number one. But anyway, that's all for this. I said I could make it quick, make it easy on you guys. I know you guys don't like me hear me ramble and all that, so I make it quick and easy. That's the stock. Remember, sure to like and subscribe. If anything happens, I do daily updates, news. Basically. I review stocks that I pick and do this and anyway, make sure to like the video and give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel and everything to get more daily updates. And hopefully this video helped you, and hopefully you add this one in your portfolio. I know I did, and I know I have, and I've been recommending this stock on this channel for about till May, and actually I recommend around 200 and it's well over 300. So essentially, but anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.